I'm Patrick Lambertz. I'm from the headquarters of X-Bionic in Switzerland, and I'm responsible for communication, but also for product development and marketing aspects. And I want to tell you a little bit about our Fennec bib-tight from X-Bionic. And here you can see the product on a mannequin, and I will go through and tell you a little bit about how the technologies work and what are the core technologies of this product. So first of all, you can see, if you get a bit closer to the product, the 3D bionic sphere system. It's a patented technology from X Technology. We use it in most of our X-Bionic products, from the underwear to some jerseys for bike wear, for example. And what you can see very nice when you get close to the product, that it has a three-dimensional structure. So what does it really do for you? So the 3D bionic sphere system has the intention to keep your core body temperature at a perfect optimum temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, and it does it by regulating using the natural temperature regulation system of the body, and this is sweat. So what this 3D bionic sphere system does is it allows the body to cool through evaporation. And it, on the other hand, allows the body, helps the body to insulate if it's getting cold outside. So this garment, or this technology that we use in the different products, allows you to cool when it's hot outside and to warm when it's getting cold. So on the mannequin, you saw the 3D bionic sphere system from the outside. What I want to show you is the inside of the product. And you can see really good that it has a system, a three-dimensional system of chambers. So on the inside of the product, it means it's lying on the skin. The product has always a distance to the skin of half a centimeter, I would say. And in the chambers in between these ribs, the sweat can evaporate on the skin surface. So it can evaporate, and thus it can cool. Also, when the sweat is, when there's too much sweat, you will have drops of sweat. They run down the body and it doesn't feel very well. So what does it do? It sucks up the sweat drops in these chambers and evaporates the sweat on the outside as well. So that means you have double the surface, and you can double the cooling. On the other hand, if it gets cold, for example, if you're a downhill biker, you will know this. You ride up the hill and you're soaked with sweat. So you usually have to have two shirts. And when you're on top of the hill, you have to change the shirt, otherwise you cool out when you're riding downhill. With X-Bionic, you only need one shirt, because when you ride uphill, you sweat, it cools. And when you're going downhill afterwards, the system turns around and starts to insulate your skin. So the warm air from the body stores in the chambers, and air is the best insulator, so it can insulate and keeps you warm. So one other key feature of the bib-tight is the partial compression. This is the area you can see here. If you stroke over it, you will feel the ribs. And what we do is we have a compression in the garment which supports the blood flow back to the heart. It also stabilizes the muscles. But what we invented is not a regular compression, which is a full surface compression all over the body, but we spaced out the compression like this. We do not make a flat full surface compression, but we spaced it out through the ribs, and we can cool, compress, cool and compress. And the background is that the capillaries under the skin surface are full with blood when you are performing sports. And through the evaporation of the sweat on the skin, the blood in the capillaries cools down and is brought back to the body. So if I have a full surface compression, I compress the capillaries under the skin surface and push the blood back into the lower parts of the skin. And we avoid this effect by spacing out the compression through the ribs. For us from X-Bionic, a bike pant is an interface between you as a bicycle rider and the bike. So it must be as comfortable and as direct contact to the bike. So what we did, we took a look to all the other manufacturers that you have today who make bike pants, and you will see that they all take a bike pad and put it into the pant. So you have two layers over each other. The problem with this is that you have a friction between the two layers. This is not so good for the durability and also for the comfort. And as we see the bike pant as an interface between you as a rider and your bike, we wanted to make the contact as direct as possible. By this idea, we started to create a totally new approach of how to integrate the bike pad into the pant. What we did, our approach was to integrate the bike pad right into the pant without any layer in between. So you sit directly on the pad and then on the saddle. There's no friction, there's no stitch that hurts or is uncomfortable. And as you can see, you have another model here. On this mannequin, you see the inside turned out. So you see that there's a very, very flat stitch. And it's only the bike pad that's between you and the saddle. Okay, last thing I want to show you is the Fennec Jersey from X-Bionic. A special thing about the jersey is the material that we use. It's a fiber that we developed with the intention to reflect heat rays, which means that if you're riding in intense heat, heat is not just coming from the sun rays, but also from the asphalt, which is heated up, so it's heat rays. And we can reflect heat rays very efficiently with this fiber. It's called Zitanit, and we use it also for the Fennec bib-tight pant. We were inspired actually by the Fennec, the animal, the Fennec, which lives in the desert. And we took a look, and the special thing about the Fennec is that the fur reflects heat rays. And that's why he can survive in intense heat. And we transferred this idea to the development and to the fiber that we use for the Fennec Jersey.